Resources. We're now joined via our Durban studio from Richard Mabaso. He is joining us. A very good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Firstly, it's less than 100 days to go. Tell us about the launch.
Thank you very much for having us, and a very good morning to you. We are less than 100 days to yet another summit of Mount Kilimanjaro. But the most important thing for us is that every year we need to sound a call for people to get involved in supporting the sanitary pads program, which is Caring for Girls. And yes, the preparations are going well. The team is, as I'm speaking to you right now, is on its way to Johannesburg, so from Johannesburg to the Drakensberg to do our fourth training, which means now we will be left with only 2 months to do 2 more trainings, and then we'll be ready to be heading up the mountain again.
It seems that every single year that this trek has now taken place, it seems to garner more and more support. Are there any significant corporates that have pledged support for this year's trek?
Yes, there are significant corporate supports. We've got the likes of the IDC, Discam Foundation. They all get involved on annual basis. But as I'm talking to you right now, just yesterday we launched a new partnership with a local corporate here in KZN. They are called South 32 Hillside. They pledged a support of R1 million to the program, and which will enable at least 3,000 girls to stay in school. So in terms of, getting corporate support, we always appreciate every single partner that comes on board, because as you maybe would know, our long-term goal is firstly for this year, we want to reach 500,000 girls, but we want to go way beyond that, which is by year 2020, we've set ourselves a target to reach at least 2 million girls. And it's through the support of companies like South 32 and many other stakeholders that join us every year to make sure that we can reach not only our goal, but also we can reach a point whereby this kind of project is seen as an initiative that, one, it restores the dignity of the girl child, but secondly, and most importantly, it creates a society where young girls, teenage girls, young women can be respected, and they can live in a country where they know that they are appreciated.
Now, 2018 is a very special year. Of course, it marks the 100th or Madiba 100 years. It is also described as a centenary year for Utata Madiba. What else is being planned around the centenary climb this year?
Okay, so we are very excited, and we've been talking to various stakeholders about our different ideas and our different concepts that we've built to make sure that at the end of the day, we need to create programs that not only change people's lives, but also celebrate Madiba legacy. So we've set ourselves the following targets as Imbumba Foundation, obviously in partnership with the Nelson Mandela Foundation, to make sure that we can say we've celebrated Madiba's legacy in a way that honors him. So number one, we said we want to get between 67 and 100 climbers to climb Kilimanjaro between 2018 and 2019, and for the first time ever in the year 2018, we will have 2 summits. So we'll have one summit which will be on the 18th of July, the normal one, and then we'll have the second summit which will happen in less than 4 weeks after that, which will be on the 9th of August, which, I mean, is also a significant day in South Africa, celebrating the National Women's Day. But also, we've got other 3 targets that we've set ourselves. The second one is we want to at least between 2018 and end of 2019 to place about 100 girls in bursary programs. So what we'll do, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. We're saying to our corporate partners, if you run a bursary program, please create a space or 2 or 3 or 5 or even 10 for us, for at least some of these girls that are coming from our beneficiary schools. The third one is that we want to, obviously between now and 2019, want to launch a campaign to support at least 100 schools per province, which will give us about plus minus 900 schools in total, which I think it celebrates Madiba's legacy, because we are saying, let us do more, let us do everything that we can to make sure that the legacy is not only intact, but also it continues to live and inspire us on a daily basis. The last and final one is that we came up with a concept, it's called Trek4Mandela. It's an initiative whereby we want to get 67 young girls from the 9 provinces, and they will be divided into 7 groups. And the exciting part is that all these girls will be going to the 7 continents to do some of the most amazing, iconic landmarks of the world, including the Wall of China, the Grand Canyon, Sahara Desert in Morocco, and Machu Picchu in South America. So we've got all 7 continents. But look, for us, it's not about the trip. And of course, they will have to earn this trip. They won't just be handpicked. They have to earn it through getting good marks, because we say, essentially, when we keep you in school, we want you to do well, to get better marks so that you can get to university and become a better person. So they will have to earn good marks, but ultimately we've learned that through Trek4Mandela, I climbed the Kilimanjaro mountain with Sibusiso Vilane about in 2012, which is about 7 years ago. It was just the 2 of us, but through the expedition, we've been able to inspire other people to join us and you know, come in and become part of the change that they want to see. So we believe that through Trek4Mandela, we will be using expedition to inspire change in communities.
Thank you very much for your time this morning. That was Richard Mabaso from Imbumba Foundation. He's also the founder of Caring for Girls from the Durban studio, giving us a bit of background to that track.